Blonsky, I was expecting...
Abomination, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children all ages, Coach on your favorite random man, future king of YouTube. Terrence was in the building today, and how are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Ep.2. So right now, of course, y'all don't see my handsome mug right now because for this episode and maybe 3, I really didn't feel like setting up my my blue screen and all the other stuff. I just feel like a hassle right now, so I didn't want to work on that. So hopefully by the time this video's up, it's on a Tuesday. I said it on my Facebook. I said it somewhat on Twitter sometimes. Guys, I'm really hoping to talk about the remake video. Hope I get that done. Hopefully this week. If not, trying to get it next week. Some of the stuff is happening, and I gotta change so many different things with that. But anyway, let me stop talking. Let's talk about today's episode of She-Hulk. Personally, for me, this episode, and wait, I'm sorry, before I get into it, those you remember what I talked about in the first episode, I was like, why is she all breaking the fourth wall, this, that, and the other? Well, come to find out, she was actually the first person before Deadpool. I thought Deadpool was the first person that broke the fourth wall. No, like I said, I had to really brush up on my history. I was like, I was like, man, why is she doing this? It's like she's copying Deadpool. No, I was wrong. Deadpool was copying She-Hulk, but She-Hulk was the first person to actually do that in comics in the 1989 sensational She-Hulk. Yes, I looked this up. I looked at different websites just to make sure. I don't believe we got this covered, but like Polygon, different others definitely said it was, and I read the Wikipedia about She-Hulk, so it is true. So yeah, for me to sit there and talk bad about that, I apologize. Forgive me. Now we actually go on talking about She-Hulk. So honestly, guys, this episode felt short to me. It really did, and it felt like a bummer that it was, and like the episode itself. I don't know, man. It wasn't bad, but I guess it left me wanting more, if I can say that. But it just felt like too much of a meh thing to me, like a low meh. Like if I was gonna rate this episode like scale of 1 to 10, this episode in particular maybe 5, 6.5, maybe 7, but definitely around a 6.5 range. But by me saying me wanting more, maybe that was the thing about it. Because right now I think we at the point, because it's like only 9 episodes of She-Hulk, and so I hope I don't make this long because I really don't have too much to rant about. I really don't. I really don't have that much to rant about. I really don't, y'all. But it was okay, like, cause like Jen is now dealing with people knowing that she's She-Hulk, and at one point, she loses her job, like when they're talking about like what happened to her, like this. I think one news anchor was interviewing a guy, one of the jury members. There's like this chick, good looking girl, by the way. I was like, all right, that's like it's pretty funny. And then it's like a She-Hulk, and like everybody was talking about She-Hulk, and like Jim was like she was really trying to keep it low. And I will say this, and I like what they're doing with this. She think by her like, okay, yeah, I'm She-Hulk, yeah, I did this, yes, I saved the jury, but at the same time, I want to be a lawyer. I was like, this is what she works for, and this is what she wanted, but now that she's a hero, she's forced. Now she lost her job, and it's like it was sad because like Holiday, which I get to in a minute. He's her boss can say, yeah, we lost the Holiday, or JLK and H. So we lost to them, because it's a mistrial, and so now because they feel like no, like the jury is like, oh, we're siding for She-Hulk and we can't, and now they feel like it's gonna be unfair because the jury gonna go into She-Hulk because everybody loves She-Hulk, rightfully so being. So now she gets let go. I gotta say, one of the funnier scenes that was funny to me, which is in the bar when her boss was talking to her and get ready to fire her. It's like, can you be like Jin? It's like not She-Hulk Jin or Jin. It's like, cause she was like really like drinking a lot, but when she went down to Jennifer, like she said like the metabolism is different when she in Hulk form, cause she's like she just drunk and like, oh what? Say oh so fine, right. This slurring her words. It was funny. At one point she like fell off the table. At one point, ooh, excuse me. I ate a little bit earlier. Sorry about that. So it's so I was like, man, I was like, okay. It's like so now she going to different law firm offices, and she like everybody's telling her no. At one point, her family gets like, hey, we got dinner tonight. She's like, I was like, hey, she's like, hey. You talk about, can you come with me? I don't want to go by myself. She's like, nope, got a date. She like, deuces, I'm out. She chuck up the deuces and dip. So, the scene with the family, it was like, I feel like, okay, let me say this. Like, the scene with the family, I thought it was pretty good because we get to see more of her family life, so to speak, where we don't get that much with certain MCU characters. Like here she is dealing with her family. Her family knows she is She-Hulk, and it's like they all very excited, like oh yeah, this that the other, and there's like I think I want to say it was her brother. He said something like, "Oh, I just got promoted at Best Buy." She was looking like everybody was talking about like so yeah, what about Hawkeye? What about he's living his arrows right there? I mean, it was just like, oh like Jen got like her mouth like. I got a guy who wants, like, one guy needs help, but he don't need a lawyer, he wants to be a hero. And you mentioned the name Yusuf. Now, I believe, I could be wrong. I could, like I said, because I don't know too much about Frogman or where they call him. I think Yusuf is Frogman. I think he may be popping up maybe a couple other episodes and this, that, and the other. I don't know. But when I saw Jen's dad, I was like, this guy looks familiar. I was like, I don't know why, but this guy looks so familiar to me. And doing a little bit of research, if y'all ever remember a show called Perfect Strangers, waiting for your time. It stars Mark Lynn Baker, and he was Jen's dad. I was like, oh snap! So that's pretty interesting. I knew he sounded familiar. I remember how he looked. I just couldn't picture who he was. And because at one point he tells Jen, he's like, hey, I need your help for a hot second. Can you just come with me for a minute? And he pretty much telling her like, how you doing? How you really doing? And she pretty much like, not good. It's like, so I'm okay or not being okay, but she's not doing good. She ain't got no job. And at one point, she's like, I have to do something. I have to save these people in there. But then she's not like, well, if I didn't do that, stuff like that. Then another thing they say, I heard, but I didn't think it was true. But they actually said in the show that Titania is a superhero influencer. I may gotta do a little bit. I know who Titania is, but I feel like I gotta do a little bit more research on her because that's weird to me that she's an influencer. I don't know how the MCU is doing it. Some decisions are good, some just like, why are we going this route? But anyway, she does get a call from a law firm called JLK&H. So again, looking into it, so who is JLK&H? I said, who is this law firm? Pretty much they're a superhero law firm and whatnot. But what I did learn, and I'm reading this article verbatim here. For starters, the very name JKL&H, which stands for Goodman, Lieber, Kurtzberg, and Holloway. It's paying tribute to Marvel's history. Goodman is a reference for Goodman is a reference for original Marvel publisher Mark Goodman. Lieber, that's Stan Lee original reference to his last name. which is Lee, like Nee Lieber. Kurtzberg is a reference to Jack Kirby and Nee Kurtzberg. And like it pretty much saying in the comments, Goodman, Lieber, Kurtzberg were never actually shown, and Jen directly dealing with Holden Holiday, who portrayed by Steve Coulter, is in She-Hulk attorney at law. So I think that's pretty good because though a lot of us, especially me, I feel like the the MCU kind of, I don't know, when Stan Lee passed away, part of me feels like they kind of doing wrong by his name, doing stuff like that. I'm not gonna dwell too much on that because that's probably make this video even longer. I don't feel like even going into that, but I feel like this is a good Juster. Am I saying it right? I think it's good that they actually not only just mention Stan Lee, but Jack Kirby as well. Because Jack Kirby is definitely one of the biggest names and artists in the comic book industry. So I thought that was pretty good. So at one point, to me, the biggest pop for me was to actually see Emil Blonsky, aka Abomination. So it was played by Tim Roth in the movie. So I was really excited to see him. He pretty much telling like a Holiday telling like, yeah, your first sorry, I'm going a little ahead of myself again. He told Jen like, hey, look, when you in here, you need to be in She-Hulk form all times. Like, you at home, whatever, but I need to be in She-Hulk form at all times. And Jen kind of breaking the fourth wall. He talking. It's like a Charlie Brown. It was like, to me, it was like I got a chuckle. I was thinking about Charlie Brown. What I mean by that is, you ever heard the adults talking? It's like, so it was like, she doing her fourth wall break, and I was like, okay, the fourth wall, I still gotta get used to that. I'm not really used to her breaking the fourth wall, but I hear him like as she talking, it's like I didn't get to y'all just to be I'll be here just to be Jennifer Walters. So it was and I just hear him like it's like low, it's like a low talky, and it's so funny to me. And like the reason I think about it kind of happens to me. Maybe another video I'll explain that. This not the video for it. But he's like, Jen, you understand? It's like you say, you understand, Jen? She's like, what? Huh? Yeah, like it was something to agree. Like, all right, it's say no. You said I had to live with myself. Like she pretty much said, all right, whatever. She got to live with what herself was not pretty much annoying to do. So pretty much again, like I said, the biggest pop for me was Emil Blonsky. He came in and like he pretty much saying like, yo, I learned my lesson, this, that, and the other. And then Jim was like, at first she telling Holidays like, you try to kill my cousin. I like that they reference. The Incredible Hulk movie, one of the starter movies for the MCU. I thought that was really good that they did that. That was cool. And so he's like, Holly's like, well, if you don't take this case, you don't got a job. Then she was again, like that's when she goes to meet Emil. She's telling like he's sorry, he felt bad. Like, so yeah, I was trying to stop your cousin from rampaging. So well, you did a rampaging too, trying to kill everybody. So it was like it was I hope so. I don't know if she is. I would love to see I can't remember her name, but I can't believe this fucking Betty, dog. I can't believe I forgot her name. I would love to see Betty in this. I think it would be cool to see it. It's like, so he pretty much telling like, yeah, like at first Jen didn't want to take the case, but she's like, but again, she wants the case, but she don't want to be like being She-Hulk form. Then she calls Bruce, telling Bruce like, tell everything about every time Bruce tried to talk. So this is like, he's like Jennifer, like pretty much that Bruce says, hey, you feel like you want to go ahead and take this case, and she's like, yeah, I want to. So well, go ahead and do it, because she felt like if she take this case, defending Emil Blonsky, trying someone for his parole. She think Bruce is gonna hate her, just because they had past. Like I said, I definitely like they reference the whole Incredible Hulk again, which is canon to the MCU. But the one thing, again, this is the thing that got another pop out of me. Bruce is on a Sicarian ship, because the one thing that I heard they kept rumoring, which I don't know if they're going to do it or not. I mean, they are. I also think they are, but it's like how they're going to do it is the thing I'm trying to say. It's he's going to Sakaar. Rumor has it that we may see Bruce may have a son. I hope if he do have a son, not what I don't want to have because they're just trying to do they're trying to do World War Hulk or I think they're trying to do Planet Hulk, but it is somewhat version of Planet Hulk doing Thor Ragnarok. So I don't know if how they gonna do that, but so obviously Hulk's in space again. So if they do Planet Hulk or World War Hulk, wherever how they're going to do it, I want that jump to be good. I need that because Planet Hulk and World Hulk was so great. I love that. I love that comic. And then before the show's ending, it pretty much said like I said, Emil Blanc is about to get a parole hearing, but then they talk about leading to goods connected to Shang-Chi because don't you know Abomination was in Shang-Chi fighting against Wong. So now it's even harder because now it's explaining like how did he actually escape his prison. Now I'm assuming that maybe we might get in episode 3 or 4 that Wong may come in and try to help Emil Blonsky out, trying to help him out. Like, hey, yeah, I took him out, give him some fresh air, we fight, do whatever. I hope they do explain that. But I really think, honestly, I think with episode 2, sorry about that. I almost forgot the biggest Easter egg. So when I got done watching the episode, they was like, yeah, they mentioned Wolverine. I'm like, I was like, I had to go back and watch the episode, and I still didn't see it. Well, come to find out, they got this little paper up, and they saying like related articles. Man fights with metal claws in a bar. Then they got something behind that like why is there a giant statue of a man sticking out of the ocean? Of course, they're talking about the Celestial for the giant statue. But don't you remember in the first X-Men live action movie, Wolverine actually fought in the bar. So what it sounds like they're saying is that maybe some of the X-Men from Fox is somewhat continuity. Now, how much big of a continuity, I don't know. But they're just referencing the X-Men from the Fox universe. So maybe, like I said, so pretty much you saying I thought they're taking the Spider-Man route, and they're saying like, oh, mutants has been here, we just don't know about them. Now, is that a cool concept? Yes, I think that is. I'm trying to wrap this up. So I really think that is. I think that's a really good thing that they're doing. The problem is I don't want them calling them mutants. What I mean by that, the X-Men show card, I heard many different titles. Like the X-Men titles called Mutants or Uncanny X-Men. And I heard we're not really getting that much of the original X-Men, being the characters. I wish we get some of the actors that probably don't want to do it no more. I humbly understand that. But yeah, this is more of a calmer episode in She-Hulk. I feel like episode 3 gonna be the same way. Probably get more of her life. That's why I believe that's what we're going to get with I think with episode 3, maybe episode 4. Hopefully around episode 4 and 5 things picked up again. But I think we're getting more of Jen trying to deal with being She-Hulk. That's why I think we're gonna get in it. Maybe possibly in the next 2 episodes. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm rambling on a little bit too much, but I'm actually excited that they are mentioning X-Men. Maybe one day I may talk about Ms. Marvel and how I feel about that. I've been wanting to do it. Another burp, sorry. Oh God. I've been wanting to do it, but yeah, I don't know, man. Like I said, She-Hulk Ms. Marvel wasn't as bad as people making it out to be. It just right now for me, when I watched it, it was like, all right, then you changed her powers. I hate how they did the powers, but that's another story for another time. Cause I really want to wrap this up. But anyways, guys, tell me what you think. Did you actually like this episode of She-Hulk? Are you going to keep watching it? Hope this review helped you guys for it. Like I said, for me, it's like a 6.5 out of 5. Like 5, and like I said, that's why I'm feeling about with this particular episode. Not bad, but I wish it was better. And we're gonna wrap this up. I love you guys so much. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Come to the random side. We do have those cookies. I love you guys so much. You guys are amazing. Greatness. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And thank you for the 200. Thank you for the 223 subscribers. You guys are amazing. Again, can't say it enough. Gotta wrap this up. About be 20 minutes. Love you guys. Deuces. I'll see you all in the next video. And I don't know if I said hashtag be crazy kitchen. I'm gonna say it again. Love you. I'm done for real. I'm for real. I'm done.